this week on Top Shelf Banter.
Oh, okay.
Children's
Hashtag
movie, guys.
vote Derek back onto the island because that joke was worth all the bullshit at the beginning of the episode.
Hashtag voted back
Oh,
on.
so Mrs. Crane is the backhoe.
Now, grab a beverage, sit back, relax, and listen to an athlete, a booze hound, a guy with a classic ride, and 3 other guys talk about anything, everything, and nothing all at the same time. Now, everybody have their drink?
Yep.
Me too. Let's do this.
I've been thinking of some things I know just enough about that if someone shared their viewpoint, I could surely shut them down. So pour me a glass, I'll drink it down fast and put your ignorance on blast. On the Top Shelf Banter, well, I'm more right than wrong.
Hello and welcome to Top Shelf Banter, where our banter comes from the top shelf, our topics come from the middle shelf, and our research comes from the bottom shelf. We have a rotating topic master. I am your host, Jimmy, and I am the most heartbroken out of the 4 of us, based off of power couple that you guys may have seen in the news, finally separating. And before you say it, I'll just go ahead and say what's
JT
on
and JB?
what everybody's mind. Kim Kardashian West and Kanye West they broke up.
Man.
Oh.
They got a divorce, and I'm the most heartbroken. If there's one other heartbreak that's going to just completely wreck me, is if you tell me that Daft Punk is breaking up as well.
Next topic.
Who could have seen the solid marriage of the West breaking up within, 4 years? My goodness.
I know I didn't.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't.
neither
see
did
it.
Nostradamus.
Do you think there will be another 808s and Heartbreaks? Volume 2?
Ooh, I would listen to it, but it's probably going to be terrible as well. Our topic master this week is a man that deserves no introduction.
0 accolades.
Donnie.
You do this every time I take a drink.
I time it.
Literally whiskey right down my mouth now.
As with every week, I will deny that, and I will say that my accolade this week is that I now am tied for most eagles on a course that should be par 3s. So, 1-1, Jimmy. Suck it.
Oh.
This is true. I did witness this.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Wow.
Wow.
It was last weekend.
You waited this whole time to brag about it?
It's a podcast topic.
There you
I don't
go.
waste that on casual conversation.
Our other banter compatriot, most stylish one in the sales to us all, Chapin.
Hello. Hello.
Cool looking shirt.
Thank you. Somebody just banged in your house.
It's probably Cora.
Okay. Threw me off. But, yes. Call me the witness to an eagle.
Looks like somebody's like finger gunning and then like a fist bump.
Yes.
Run the jewels.
Let's run the jewels. It's their logo.
I don't know what that is.
All right, the anchor to us all, Derek.
Yeah, really holding us down.
I just love it's like and the anchor, Derek. We're just gonna we'll bypass that real quick.
Let's let's keep it moving.
There's no enthusiasm here for that.
We'll just sweep you under the rug and continue on. As always, we encourage you, the listener, to sit back and relax with a beverage of your choosing, alcoholic or not, and post to social media using the hashtag Top Shelf Wednesday.
Hashtag Whiskey Wednesday.
Hashtag don't tell my hashtag. Had a hashtag.
Now, when you say hashtag, is it another hashtag which screws up the whole hashtag and
No,
becomes 2 hashtags?
it's spelt out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spelt out.
Come on, Derek. Jimmy knows his hashtags.
Hashtag Jimbo Nerf Vortex footballs. I don't know where I was going with that one, but I'm going to make it stick.
You're so good at creating those names.
And hashtags, apparently.
Yep. We are going to call you Jimbo from now on, though.
Jimbo.
Nope.
Call him
no.
hashtag
Or
Jim.
is the furniture place called me Mr. Jim?
Mr. Jim.
Mr. Jim?
Yes. Yep, that's me, Mr. Jim.
You can call me Girthworm.
That's my old stripper name. Donnie.
Is worm spelled like with the O or the U?
With an E.
E.
Obviously. How do you spell worm?
Well, obviously not with an E.
Okay, weirdo.
There's 2 E's.
Well,
One at the end.
Weirm.
So, I apologize for asking. Going down a weird path of how people don't know how to spell, apparently.
Not people, you.
Derek is people.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's okay. Well, for
Whatever.
today, I guess.
Lagavulin.
Loglavin.
For Steer Brewery.
Just how the Scottish intended for it to be pronounced.
Yeah, I took 3 years of Scottish in college.
I would like to point out, I've never claimed to be an excellent speaker at all. Barely get through the day, let alone try to do something like this where talking is required.
I don't know that we've ever required you to talk.
Yeah, fair enough.
Your choice.
It might, maybe the podcast will be better. There's 4 of us, but you're only going to
All
hear
right.
3.
Audience vote. We'll keep 4 people in the room, but only 3 of us will be talking. Yes or no?
I can just imagine a listener is like, man, I would really like to hear an opinion from Derek at some point. And another listener is like, you hear him all the time. They just mute him.
Hashtag vote Derek off.
If we ever need to eliminate anybody, we need to do like a Survivor style.
Well, of
like
course.
people vote.
Yep. We have tiki torches.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
The final rose.
Oh, yeah. A combination of a final rose and a tiki torch.
Does that mean it's a rose that's on fire?
I think that's what it has to be.
And then the person that's leaving has to put it out.
Yep.
How?
By eating it.
I was going to say with only their mouth.
Yep.
I was going to say with put it out by pee-pee, but, you know.
Like we all piss on the rose, except for the person.
Yeah.
Like, here's your flaming
But
rose, Derek.
That person's got to hold the rose in their mouth.
Oh, Derek, you're just making it worse for yourself because you will be the one voted off.
Well, I mean, you guys will see, I guess, how well it works.
Well, we know how well it's going to work. We all have strong streams,
Also be
thick and ropey.
Bring some swimming goggles or something.
get a snorkel.
Yeah. I'm aiming for nostrils.
Well, see, the snorkel, you won't be able to have the rose in your mouth, though.
That's what you think. Donnie,
Yes, sir.
what's in your glass?
Well, tonight, my glass is full of Hendrick's gin with natural flavors. The Lunar bottle. It's from their cabinet of curiosities. And it's quite tasty.
I haven't seen that one before.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you specified it was gin. I was really expecting, like, vodka, and you just paused at Hendrick's.
Yeah, I know. They're well known for making a wide variety of beverages, but this one's the gin.
You bought that one before?
I have. I've had it several times.
Okay.
I had it on New Year's. I specially ordered it from England
Wow.
because it wasn't available in the States yet.
Nice.
Who knew I just had to wait 3 months? So, yeah.
From merry old England.
Merry old England. Little liquor store over there on the high street.
I regret this immediately.
Why you regret this? I'm just mimicking you.
Except I'm much better at
I don't know about that, Gov.
much better at accents.
Oh, think again.
Chapin,
Yes.
what's in your figurative glass?
Figurative glass.
That's a literal glass.
My aluminum glass is a Black House Modern Times Vanilla Latte beer. It's employee-owned beer, that company. So that's cool. And I've never... Oh, this beer is vegan. It's also vegan.
Wow.
I'm healthy as shit right now.
God damn.
There's no
It's
meat.
basically a salad.
No meat in that beer.
It's probably super popular up in Seattle and
Probably.
Portland.
I actually forgot where I bought this. It's been in the fridge
Could
for a
it
couple weeks.
Possibly be Seattle or Portland.
Somewhere in Washington.
We don't want to nail it down further than that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep. State of Washington. That's all you get.
All right.
What are the tasting notes of it?
It is.
Can you give us a little?
It says vanilla latte. It tastes like a vanilla latte.
Surprisingly,
It is.
chocolatey.
Yeah. But yeah,
Little hint of
definitely
hazelnut.
Got some vanilla to it. The vanilla is probably the most powerful taste, but a little bit of latte at the end too. But very good.
Nice.
Great
It
choice.
is.
Derek,
Oh, yes, sir.
what's in your glass?
I will be sipping on some Whistle Pig Old World Rye 12-year.
I'm really proud of you for getting through the title of that bottle in one try.
Yeah. Especially reading it from this distance. Like, ooh, that was difficult. Like, I thought I had to pick it up, move it closer, but I had to power through it just because I didn't want to hear any ridicule from you guys.
And I think you actually pronounced every word in there correctly too.
It's possible.
I want you to start pronouncing whistle pig with the actual whistle and a snort like a pig.
No.
Okay, I tried.
I'm not going to do it. The one thing, though, I will say, though, is that they actually have a pig on the label. And he's got...
Porky Pig.
He's wearing a bow tie and a top hat, which that's not a whistle pig. A whistle pig is actually a groundhog. So kind of misleading label.
Well, we all know that sometimes logos don't match.
I mean, this is true.
A whistle pig is a groundhog?
Yep.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, because they whistle.
I don't fucking know. Don't look at me.
The more you
I'm
know.
not. I'm not the insectologist here.
Yeah, but you're the oldest here.
Oh, sorry. Okay, no. Sorry.
Supposed to be the wisest.
Now that you've reminded me,
Oh.
in 1927 is when I opened my first groundhog farm.
Oh,
I had 37,000 stock.
wow.
Yeah. Oh no, they fuck like rabbits. And really, at that point, the
mean
ground is just a labyrinth of pits.
You mean they fuck like groundhogs?
Well, rabbits did it first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the baseline.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can't even walk once they're like around your house. Or your compound. You can't even leave again because it's just a pit and it will just sink if you take a step. Groundhogs are the worst. I had to poison them all.
So what you're saying is that
It's a lot of death. What do you do with all those corpses?
They're still in the ground, just building up that pressure of rotting groundhogs. That's actually what we distill into whistle pig, allegedly.
It's a very delicious. It's probably my number one favorite whiskey. right there.
A
That
rotted
12-year.
groundhog corpse is the tastiest thing you've ever had in your
Yeah.
mouth.
And they get the name Whistle Pig because their mating call has been popularized by our one of the most favorite cat calls. It's a that's why they are called whistle pigs.
They actually make that noise.
Yes.
So why is it called a cat call? I was groundhog called earlier.
I don't know.
That guy whistle pigged me.
I've been whistle pigged.
I hate getting whistle pigged.
I feel so violated.
I feel so aroused right now because I hear a mating call.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
what's in your glass?
Well, you guys will be happy to know that I finished off the last of my Rainier Jubilee cans. So now I'm just back to regular old Rainier.
It's the end of an era.
Yep.
End of an era.
Sad times.
Finished it. And then I'm drinking Maestro Dobel Diamante.
Ooh.
Delicious. And I think the cork is actually made of solid diamond. That's why the cork weighs 18 pounds.
Throw it at the window, see if it cuts it.
What's the heaviest rock?
I believe tungsten.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe it's tungsten because it does weigh a ton.
I like hardness diamond,
I'm surprised the weight of the cork isn't
And-
crushing the glass.
and you need tungsten to cut diamond.
I'm
Sorry, diamond to cut tungsten.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Jimmy,
granite.
I have a question. You have a lot of bottles with a lot of Spanish words on them. I'd like you to translate this one for us now.
This one?
Maestro Doble Diamante. What does that mean in Spanish? From to
Well,
English.
Maestro is a person like you know symphonies, right?
Ooh, is that another Spanish word?
No,
I think it might be Italian.
Symphony.
Yes.
Got it.
but the maestro is the instructor at the. It's the word I'm looking for. The
I think. Oh, general.
the general of the symphony,
You know?
right?
With his magic wand.
Yeah, with his wand, he's conducting everybody.
Oh, you mean wizard? Wizard
He's-
of the symphony.
He's performing secret tongues on everybody that are unspoken.
Is that why you're the first chair once in a while?
Yeah.
Because I don't know where I was going with that.
And then
Other musical terms. Trombones. Are
Well,
they there?
I was going to
Actually-
try to somehow tie it into the sexual nature with him doing tongues to everybody, but I dropped dead on that one. So
And Do Bell is actually split up into two because
Okay.
you have Do Re Fa Sol La Mi, right?
No, that's not right.
That's not it.
no idea.
I mean,
what
you
that
were
is.
so
re-
close.
do-
Somehow, so got it's do re mi,
Do Re
so
Mi.
fa li ti.
Ti
Yeah,
do.
do, yeah, that
Ti
one.
do,
Do, yeah.
That's it. So Do is obviously part of that.
Yeah,
And
so
Bell is short for a person's name. Bell. It's just one L short. And Diamante actually stands for diamond. So actually, the folklore behind this is there was a symphony wizard general, and
A maestro,
he was
if you
a
will.
maestro, and he was singing a beautiful love song to this woman who he loved, and her name was Belle, and he
Could she-
loved her so much, and he offered her a diamond, and she walked away. She didn't.
Wow.
She didn't want it.
Is
So
that
that's why he. So that's why he turned away from being a symphony wizard to making tequila.
Can you taste that story in the tequila?
I feel it.
Yeah.
This
In-
is
in your
really.
bones?
This is really helping me cope with the breakup of Kim Kardashian West and Kanye West.
How is Northwest going to handle this? And I don't remember his other dumb kid's name.
It's all south from here.
Oh man, that was solid.
Fantastic, Chapin.
The setup was there, and you just fucking took it out of the park. Big
I barreled it.
softball.
Nice.
I barreled it.
Yeah.
Big Jim would be so
That
proud
is,
of you. So as we stated, Donnie, you are our topic master.
You're talking about all the sadness with the tequila, and we really need to know how you're coping with the biggest breakup in France.
He said
in
that.
The
He
history
said
of
that.
France.
Kanye West broke up with Kim Kardashian West. We can't mention the other one, Derek. He's not going to be able to handle it.
I need to know.
What happened?
Oh, in the 1400s, there was a revolution, and then the nobility broke up with the poor people.
Oh,
How? I figured you'd be over that by now, right?
yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. We can all get over that, and it won't be a problem.
Unfazed.
I mean, just the biggest power couple to come out of France since
Queen Harriet V and Marie Antoinette V.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. First
Again?
lesbian couple in France.
wow.
Oddly, heads rolled in both instances.
So,
Like we had like real knowledge in there with like Whistle Pig, and then we had a bunch of trash in between. You don't know it's real or not.
no, that's pretty much an accurate history of the French Revolution.
I really hope that Daft Punk had a song called Guillotine so that we could throw in that with it, but
No, maybe they'll release
don't.
one that maybe they'll release it in the
I know,
future.
but I wish they did.
No, they will. They will.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
their next album's going to
Yeah.
drop 2021, 2022, I heard, so it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be
Yeah.
worldwide tour.
I mean, I thought they already released their latest album. It was called Epilogue. It was like 8 minutes on YouTube.
That's not an album, Derek. That's an EP. And it didn't really cover guillotine, so obviously that's in their future plans.
Just another French word, epilogue.
I believe it's pronounced epilogue.
Epilogue.
Okay, well, the audience voted in, and Derek, you have been voted off the island. Get that rose in your mouth, and gentlemen, unzip.
Hashtag vote off Derek.
Just for any fact checking, I think the only thing that has been real that was said in that last like 10 minutes is the fact that a whistle pig is a groundhog.
Right. That's
When was the French Revolution? 1400s.
maybe.
Well, but everything else said about it was probably bullshit.
No, when the nobility broke up with the peasants. That's what happened.
And actually, you can't disprove my story, so
Yeah.
take that.
I mean, I feel like a Google search could disprove it, but you might be right. I'm not going to put in that effort. So,
I mean, one of us drinks tequila and the other one doesn't.
hey, I have
Then-
a bottle of Terramana at home.
Is it in your hand right now?
No,
Boom, take
but
that.
I do.
Well, Jimmy, it's also not in your hand right now, so I mean,
As we stated before, Donnie is our topic master. So, Donnie,
yes.
what topics do you have for us this week?
Well, the first one is going to be pretty exciting because we all know that of the four of us here, we all have birthdays.
Do we?
We were all bored. Sometimes we
I mean,
celebrate
I wasn't
them.
there, so I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Well, Derek didn't have a birthday. He's just a figment of our imagination, and he just ruins everything. But the other three of us, we had birthdays. Sometimes we celebrate them. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes they're lavish. Sometimes they're not.
Happy birthday, Donnie.
Thanks. That really wasn't what I was going for.
Happy birthday.
So,
Beginning of February. Happy birthday.
I appreciate it.
Like.
So the most expensive party in recorded history was hosted by the Shah of Iran to celebrate the 2500th year anniversary of the Persian Empire. Just completely crazy. And in today's money, that party would have cost $650 million. So,
And we are guaranteed that that was more expensive than one of the Sweet 16 parties for the...
yeah, they just bought a base model Escalade. So that's like, what, 30 grand?
Yeah, $650 million is a lot of money.
Yeah. So I figure each of you has $100 million to spend on a birthday party for one of the other three. So we'll split it up. We'll say, Chapin, you're doing my birthday.
Okay.
Jimmy, you're doing Chapin's birthday. Derek, you'll do Jimmy's.
Oh, perfect.
And I'll do
I already
yours.
know where we're going with that one.
I'll go ahead and I'll go first.
Wow, what a great leader.
I'll go first.
Excited for my birthday.
Your birthday, Chapin, starts off with an Irish coffee bar, unlimited breakfast. So Nolly, I know how you like your Irish coffee, and everybody loves breakfast.
Sign me up.
Then, after that, we have a limo that will bring us to a disc golf course that we've rented out. Nobody else on the course. Okay?
Okay.
We have caddies that carry our carts for us, as well as
So they
there's
carry the carts. They don't roll the carts.
they roll the carts.
Real life Reginald's.
real life Reginald's, as well.
Are you going to specifically hire people only named Reginald?
No,
So that's what I would do. Apparently, he doesn't really care about you.
Derek,
chicken.
I just want to point out that you'll have your opportunity to discuss a birthday. This is Jimmy's turn.
what we are going to do though is they're going to show up. They're going to have a "Hello, my name is" sticker, and you get to Sharpie in whatever their name is.
Okay. I can make them all Reginald's.
So you can make them all Reginald's.
Perfect.
On the other side, on the flip side of that, there's an actual golf cart following us around with a keg in it.
What's in the keg?
Coors.
Well, of course.
You got $100 million to work with. You might as well get the best.
You know what? Splurge a little.
we had a budget.
Get double kegs.
I didn't
of
realize
course.
we had a budget for this one.
Yeah, I said $100 million. Oh, Derek, are you not listening? Are your ears going like your eyes?
I mean, you don't want to be.
$100 million is like.
Tell us what $100 million is like, Derek. Come on, compare it to something. What is it like? It's like $101 million, but a little less.
Yeah, exactly.
I figured
It's like $1 million, but
gonna-
100 times more.
we're going to be on the golf course a lot. You don't want to be drinking anything too
That's
heavy.
true. That's
you want
Keep
nice
it light.
Coors, something that you can just pound.
Just
That's
a
a good disc
refreshing
golfing beer.
Coors.
Then
Nothing better than a keg full of water.
Then after that, back in the limo, take us to lunch. The lunch is an unlimited chicken strip and shrimp.
Ooh. Oh, what a great choice.
Then we go to another disc golf course. This time in your own Shelby GT 500.
We all fit in that?
Like this?
No, he's driving
Oh,
by
okay.
himself. He gets to drive
Yeah,
it. We're
that fit
in the
4
limo.
people.
We're in the limo. And so we go to another disc golf course. Same thing. Then at the end of it, it's getting towards the end of the night. Nice steak dinner
Yep.
with shooting pool,
Uh-huh.
fireworks, and to really kick it off, Chapin, got you a pinata of sweet potato.
Nice. Oh, great choice.
Beat that sweet potato.
What would be your gift? Now, this is all like the party, but what would be your gift that you give to Chapin? I didn't mention this at the beginning.
Oh, it was
I
the
just
Shelby.
thought of
It was the Shelby
Oh, the
GT
Shelby.
500.
That makes sense. Yeah. Perfect.
It's got a big bow on it.
All right.
And that's it. All day adventure. Boom. I think $100 million can cover that.
All right, I'll go next. So my birthday giftee is Derek. And I think I really made the most of the $100 million.
I hope so.
Well, for starters, we buy a $50 million yacht.
I like it so
Yep.
far.
It's yours.
Yeah.
My gift to you.
Man.
You know, Derek likes boats.
Yep, loves boats. On that boat, on our trip to Norway, there will be a Stetson custom hat maker making hats for everyone.
I definitely enjoy that.
I figure that costs about $5 million for like the 300 people we have on board.
Yep.
Now, when in Norway,
Did you say 300 people?
yeah,
Do I know 300 people?
we invite random people.
Oh, okay.
What makes a party fun? Randoms that just go crazy. Especially
I mean, that's true. Every house party I've been in, half the people I didn't know went
Exactly.
crazy.
That's true.
Especially for once we get to Norway. For on the coast of Norway, we've built forts and villages, and we're going to start raiding them because we've hired
love it.
10 or 1,000 vagrants at $10,000 apiece to fight in our Viking wars. So you will lead a battle of our 300 partygoers versus 1,000 infidels in Norway to raid and plunder. No raping, just raiding and plundering. That also includes ship battles and custom axes and weaponry for all of us. Then, after everyone's murdered and the things have been plundered and we do everything, there will be Viking funerals for all involved, and we all just drink on the beach as you fire arrows, arrow after arrow, at funeral boats for every single person that died.
Love
Could
it.
take all night, could take all week, could take a month. Who knows? And then we just drink on the beach until we're either dead or we're done. And I calculated that about $100 million.
There you go.
All on the field, yeah.
Wow.
Also the yacht. I mean, that was really a big spender.
Yeah, half
That was
of
a
it
good
right
chunk
there.
of it.
Yeah, a big chunk of it. Probably could have paid the vagrants a little bit more, but why? No.
They're vagrants.
What are they going to do with it? They just got murdered.
And then, you know what? We pay them in gold coins, so when you murder them, you get to loot that right back.
Oh, man.
And it's not murder, it's conquer.
They signed up for it.
Yep. Exactly.
They shouldn't have been at that village.
They shouldn't have been there with a stick.
They were basically begging to be killed.
Hilarious.
They were asking for
like,
it.
You don't even, you're like, hey, all you vagrants, I built all these villages for you, and they have a bunch of axes and swords. Have fun. Here's food and gardens, and great. And then 2 weeks later, we fucking raid them.
Here's food for 14 days. That's all you'll need.
Don't you worry about what comes afterwards.
No idea what's coming. All of a sudden, there's 300 people storming the fucking village.
Remember, you signed the waiver that says you will not fight.
Oh, just kidding. All your swords are plastic.
Aha! Mine's made of metal.
If you fight, you lose your money. You forfeit the money.
So do you want to live or do you want to have money?
They don't know. They're stupid.
No, idiots.
Oh. I guess that's one way to solve the homeless problem.
I said vagrants, not homeless. Not homeless. Vagrants.
That sounds like
Way to bring it down. I'm sorry that I ruined your birthday by murdering vagrants. Oh, I didn't think of the moral implications before I paid them all. Damn it.
Hey, the Eastern Europeans have, their hostels and stuff and, murder games. It's fine. It's accepted in certain parts of the world.
You did pay them.
I
so
did pay them, yeah.
That's fine. It's not like you
Paid them
just,
for a service.
It's
They
not like you
performed that
just
service.
shackled them to a totem pole.
No, they're free range. Free range vagrants.
That sounds like a fantastic birthday.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun.
It is solid.
I think that's what I'd do with my first 100 million.
Slaughter a bunch of vagrants.
I'm not slaughtering. I'm giving them a job. I've created jobs.
You did.
1,000 jobs.
An entire village
Yeah.
that they can live
I
in.
built homes and I created jobs for you, Derek.
You
Happy
are-
birthday.
You are a humanitarian.
You're not. You murdered them all, but it's your choice.
In style.
And oh my goodness, the armor and whatnot. I forgot about armor. Cut a couple of costs down. Pay the vagrants $5,000.
Yeah,
That's $5 million for armor,
armor,
and sweet
and then
weapons.
obviously the Viking longships for the battles,
Yep.
because we're not going to do that in the yacht.
No. That stays offshore.
Yeah.
You do it in a dinghy. In a rowboat.
Yeah, we can do it in rowboats. I think
Whatever's
I
left.
budgeted $20 million for boats and the war itself. So
Okay.
You could
Yeah,
probably
perfect.
get those sweet swan boats from the Love Tunnel at one of the circuses.
Sure.
You could probably get those for half price.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, going to war in one of those would be hilarious. Just like two people like paddling. Like you just like buy a bunch of random boats, so as you're like going in, you have like one person that's, like the Italian river boat, like the
Sure.
one guy that's like paddling it and everyone else is like ready at war. Oh man, just a bunch of
don't move too much. My boat is not stable.
just random boats.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Chapin.
All right, for Donnie's
Yes.
birthday. Yes, so for one, we're going to have to do some traveling here, so we're going to go ahead and charter a jet.
Ooh. Will it be a G6?
Whatever the biggest one is that we can buy.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Oh, you're buying it, not chartering.
No, we're going to charter. So
Oh, okay.
buy for the day,
Right.
or maybe a couple days. No, we're definitely going to need more. 2 days. Maybe 3. And the crew to pilot it, obviously. So we're going to the birthplace of board games, Egypt.
Excellent.
We're going to Egypt.
Yes.
Flying to Egypt, renting out a pyramid. All right.
Love it so far.
Also, I have purchased you the most expensive board games in the world.
What are
Highlighted by let's see. So I'll just go through the top 3 here. One is a gold Monopoly set,
Yep, he already owns it.
$2 million.
My goodness.
Wow.
What a quality purchase.
Charles Hollander backgammon set,
Ooh.
$5 million.
Oh, my goodness.
He's got 2 of them.
I need a link to see that picture because that sounds amazing.
And the Jewel Royale chess set, $9.8 million.
Jesus.
We are going to have a tournament in the pyramid
Perfect.
with all of your friends
Excellent.
that we bring on the plane. And I've also had a gin bar brought in.
Oh, great.
So a couple gins that are on on the shelves, probably the top shelves, only top shelves at this party.
Well, of course. No need for the other 2.
But just a couple of them offhand. There's a Nolet's Reserve Dry Gin, $700. How about a Cambridge Distillery Watenchi Gin for $2,700 a bottle? And a Jar Jar Gin Morris for $5,200 a bottle. Just a couple of the fine gins you'll see.
Probably the lower end gins.
So the reason why we need the plane for a couple
Yeah.
days is because they're going to be massively hungover
Yeah.
on the first day. Well, we'll take like a day to get there, day to play, day to recoup. So maybe 4 days.
Perfect. That sounds great.
There you
I'll
go.
let you know, even though
I'll
it's
look
your-
forward to that next year.
even though it's your birthday, I'm not going to go light on you on the games. I'm going hard on Monopoly.
That's fine. I'll still make the deals on Monopoly.
On
Don't
a
you
gold
worry.
Monopoly set?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
$2 million.
I feel
insane.
like
That'd
with
be crazy.
$100 million, we should also be playing Monopoly with real money.
Yeah, we could do that.
Well, of course.
Whatever's left.
Probably some left over.
Be
Yeah.
part of the
Yeah.
tournament. You
Yeah.
can actually use your own money.
Here's $1 million specifically just for playing Monopoly.
Everybody gets $1 million. Have
Call it
fun.
good.
Yep. Do with it as you will. All right. Well, that sounds like a great party. I'd be so pleased.
Yep.
You'd be pleased as punch.
Oh my goodness. I would be pleased as whatever Egyptians drink.
Oh,
Egyptian
punch.
Egyptian
Oh,
punch?
punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, EP. Yep.
Hawaiian punch.
Oh, ironic.
That's what Hawaii was named after.
Yeah. Egypt.
Egyptians Hawaiian.
They're Egyptians' favorite drink.
More knowledge that's absolutely true on Top Shelf Banter.
Top shelf knowledge is what we should be called.
Right? I mean, I do like that so far a lot of travel involved in these, and mine will also be travel. I'm not buying a boat like Donnie did, but I will definitely be chartering a yacht, a mega yacht.
Ooh.
And we are going to have destination unknown, is it's just going to be like a 2-week travel around the world while partying with constant live music from your favorite bands. Headlined with a personal sanctioned album that they wrote specifically for you, Daft Punk.
Oh, thank God.
What's the title? Little Penis?
It's a work in progress.
Big penis.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so it's just a lie.
But it gets better.
Daft penis.
It gets better.
Oh, that's good.
We'll have a tequila bar,
Ooh.
and it's going to be tended by your familiar George Clooney.
My goodness. Will he be signing autographs?
That might cost extra of your own money. Jimmy definitely, right on his bald head, is going to get George Clooney's autograph. But
Tattoo that bitch.
Prepaid.
Yeah. What a great look for you.
I just want him to tattoo my forehead that says so it says on my forehead, I am George Clooney. That way there's no mistake.
I like it.
Nice.
That's pretty much it.
All right.
Just live music, touring around the world on a boat with George Clooney serving us tequila.
I'm on board.
Yeah.
Good.
Fun.
And
Yeah.
the tour will last as long as we have money to pay for the crew and ship.
There we go. Unlimited.
Yeah, so just, maybe you have to pay for your guys' salary a little bit if you're going to miss some work, but if you don't have the vacation time to cover it, who knows? I don't know how long it'll be.
I'll just take the time off.
There you go.
Well,
You know what?
I think we'll be fine.
It could be 3 days. It could be 4 weeks. I don't know how long chartering a boat can go.
You know what? Jobs will be there when we get back. Who cares?
Yeah.
Just bottom shelf research. George Clooney's autograph on eBay on an index card, $99.99.
What? $100?
$100 for a George Clooney autograph on an index card. If there's another one that it's just a G and almost a double G, I'll be tweeting these later. That's $35 on goautographs.com. So
Is it certified?
I'd probably not. But his fucking autograph looks like a G and a G. Do you think he knows that his last name is spelled with a C?
No.
I'm George.
George.
It is. It's 2
It's
G's.
a double G. Like, or really, like
George Junie.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, those are all great birthdays. A lot of drinking involved. I think that's the real takeaway from this.
Well,
is,
Right?
There's going to
Yeah.
be some booze.
Yeah.
And that will be a high price.
We will be indulging responsibly.
Well, of course, we have a bartender / pilot / boat captain.
Yep.
We won't be driving into these vehicles. So, yeah.
I'm
Well-
the driver.
I mean, maybe in the Viking raid, one of us might want to pilot.
that will be definitely irresponsible. We will be drunk piloting those boats.
I mean, that's the only
I'll
way
need
to
a-
go to war as a Viking.
Somebody needs to drive home my Mustang.
Just get one of the Reginalds to do it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, those
good
are
call.
they aren't allowed to drink.
Yeah.
They're on the job.
Yeah, great point.
What's your next topic?
For our next topic, so there's been a show on some channel called Cobra Kai.
It's on Netflix.
Netflix. I don't like to name brand
Yeah,
names.
we might have to pay royalties
Yeah.
now.
Why?
Censor that out.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Just
never mind.
mute Chapin. So it took a beloved childhood movie, which, let's say, had its faults, but flipped it so that the movie made no sense. The movie, the bad guys were the bad guys, but now in the show, the bad guys are just misunderstood good guys. And that's tough. And I'd like you to take a beloved childhood film and write a season of television that just flips it on its head. What movie did you love as a child? Which one had a villain?
So I'll go first with a movie that I think is really going to throw all of you guys through a loop.
Okay.
My movie is Fievel Goes West.
All right.
One of
Solid.
one of my absolute favorites.
Somewhere out there.
Yep. I don't remember the song at all, but
Beneath the pale moonlight.
Fievel Goes West and the Sherlock Holmes one.
Oh God, what
A
is
Mouse
the...
Detective.
Mouse
Yeah.
Great Mouse Detective.
Great Mouse
Yep,
Detective.
Great Mouse Detective.
Solid.
Two of my favorite ones. That and We're Back.
How about the Rescuers and the Rescuers Down Under?
Yep.
You mean the Rescue Rangers?
No.
Rescuers Down Under.
Yeah.
Is it Rescuers Down Under?
Yep.
Yeah, it's different than the Rescue Rangers.
Ugh. Then don't bother.
They have an albatross.
Yep. But I also do like We're Back. We're Back is probably
We're Back.
another one of my favorite.
Or
movies.
Land Before
But-
Time.
But I'm going to stay with a little too sad for me. But
What is with like old child like movies with so much sadness?
Oh,
Land
yeah, they're
Before
dark.
Time, Lion King. I mean, that's ridiculous.
I mean, if we
Bambi.
really
Up,
del-
Inside Out.
if we really delve into Land Before Time, that child actor for what's his face, like got killed by their stepfather or whatever.
The actual actor, like
Yeah.
real life person. Jeez.
What?
wow.
Even more sad.
The one that was the Triceratops was murdered or something, like at 9 or something by like a step parent. Yeah,
I didn't know that. That's terrible.
yeah, it's
That's wow.
that's factual.
But
Probably gonna get
but
cut.
going back to Fievel Goes West.
Yeah.
The antagonist, Cat R. Wall, Waul, Wall, Wall.
It's probably supposed to
Wow.
be the what is it? Onomatopoeia?
Yeah, onomatopoeia, not
Onomatopoeia.
Is that what it is?
onomatopoeia.
Yeah, of the cat sound when they're like yowling.
Oh no, that would be.
That's not a yowl.
Isn't it yowl in onomatopoeia?
Maybe, but maybe that one is too. Because
Well,
Could be.
that could be the onomatopoeia of yowling because yowl is an onomatopoeia.
I yes,
Jimmy, hold on to your movie idea. We have to correct Derek.
Okay. But I think Cat R. Wow. I think he was just seriously misunderstood. His whole plan. I'm reading it's been a while since I've seen the film. Probably maybe over 20 years. But I would say easily 20, 25 years since I've seen the movie. But I'm reading the synopsis of what he was and what he was trying to do, and he was just trying to lure the mice away out of New York City,
so you
and
can eat them.
now just trying to get them out of the city so he could truly make it a cat city. And I think he was really just misunderstood because realistically, nobody likes mice. Everybody likes cats. So I think he was just trying to get his cat gang to therefore be adopted by all the loving humans in New York City.
Well, tell us the beginning of that story. This cat who just wants to be loved by humans.
Well, first of all, I'm going to show you a picture.
Oh, great for a vocal medium.
I know. Look at him. He's got a top hat.
Sure. Oh, he's a fancy cat.
He has a monocle.
Yeah.
He's a fancy cat. He just wants to be
Man.
adopted in that top tier. Chapin.
Yeah.
He just wants to
High
be
society.
an aristocat.
Yep. So he and his other cat buddies. Fuck you for that. He and his other cat buddies, they just want to be adopted and not be in the desert, in the hot desert of the New York City outskirts. And he, obviously mice / rats are gross. They're overtaking New York City. So
Vermin.
he's just trying to get them out of New York City because really, who likes mice and who likes rats? Nobody.
Like 3 people.
Yeah, those people don't count.
Yeah.
So he's just trying to get them out so then they can go in there. So then that way they can get out of the hot outskirts of New York City and be figuratively adopted and by the people and run New York City because, they're cats. Everybody loves cats. Cats can really do no wrong.
So, does your story start when he's a kitten? Does it tell his whole life up to that point? Or does it start adulthood? These mice are invading my town.
It starts actually out at adulthood.
Okay. So, really not an origin story, but like the story. Let us tell you really
Everybody
happened.
knows the story.
Absolutely, they do.
If you've seen Five Foot Goes West,
You know the story.
you know the story.
Yep. That's fair. I'd watch that movie.
Thanks.
Yeah.
The movie or the show? The series?
Would you say it's a movie or a series?
It's a series.
I thought it
Series?
was supposed to be a series.
Oh, you know what? I'd watch the series then.
right.
Excuse me. I'd also watch the movie,
Directed by Peter Jackson, and it's going in kind of like a Hobbit or Lord of the Rings kind of.
Let's go Lord of the Rings. The Hobbit was a travesty.
Okay, Lord of the Rings style.
There it is.
So it's going to have 17 endings
No,
on the season finale?
Will it have more Balrogs than the Lord of the Rings?
no,
No. Less Balrogs?
yeah,
Oh, okay. That good.
maybe equal to Balrog. Balrog equivalent.
Perfect.
Same amount of wizards.
Well, of course. In order to get rats out of New York, you got to be a wizard.
You gotta do something. Where else do you make the cheese from? Come on,
Exactly.
come on.
It's not a natural act.
No.
There's magic involved.
There's magic involved in cheese, or excuse me, cheese.
Chis. Inches. Derek, what's your movie?
The movie or the series that
Or
is
the se-
based off the movie?
Okay, you're being really pedantic about this, and I don't like it.
Hashtag vote Derek off.
So, Derek,
The series.
the series that you would love
Oh,
to...
yeah. Yes. Well, it is
Make.
going to be about a young, talented baseball player in, what would you say, probably early 1900s that is as a black man was playing baseball, and he happens to play baseball with a legendary Babe Ruth before he's a legendary Babe Ruth. So just going to go through that, back in the day, well before Jackie Robinson, he's breaking some color barriers in the sport of baseball. He unfortunately has a tragic accident on the field that leaves him blind, derails his baseball career, and then he lives a simple life with an English Mastiff that he gets, and then the series finale. Just following his life and his dog, little adventures with his dog. Seeing eye Mastiff, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we all know English Mastiffs are the top quality seeing eye dog.
Yeah, I also hear they're the most intelligent dog.
Yeah, that's honestly is a really odd pick for a seeing eye dog when you think about it. But hey, I'm not the one that wrote the original script.
He was a lover.
Yeah,
Just
but,
lives a small town life in Indiana
yeah, he lives on the
on the right hand side of the field, and
of a sandlot. Yeah,
Last house on the left.
yeah. He just
There it is.
nice little house, lives a simple life, and just happens to have a fence that is right behind a sandlot.
probably voted against that sandlot too. Right?
Probably,
Yeah.
but he gets peppered with baseballs regularly, and then one day, finally, on the season finale of the first season, somebody tries to retrieve a baseball and actually breaks the fence and releases the dog, and there's a big chase, and yeah.
There's murder on the baseball field.
Oh, it's got to be heartbreaking for this guy.
No murder,
Oh.
no murder. It all ends good, He
It ends
he
well,
gives,
Derek. It ends well.
yeah, it ends gooded.
Ugh.
Is it considered murder if a dog actually kills somebody?
It's
No, I
it
don't
just-
know what
is
that.
it
I
just
don't
a
think it's
dog?
murder. I think murder has to be done by humans.
I'll
Is
find a
this
court
dog
case.
tag?
They just
Thank
they
you,
just
Chapin.
I think they just euthanize the dog, and then the owner of said dog has to pay fines, I'm sure.
To rebuild the fence.
Yeah. So
We will rebuild.
Snowpocalypse 2020.
Build that wall. Build that
I will
wall.
build it, and they will come.
Is
But I
that
think-
from like your favorite comedy or?
his favorite porno.
Ah. I need you to build it. Oh, my God. How is that not a movie yet? Build that wall so I can come.
So anyways,
TM.
the final
TM.
the final scene of the first season of the series finale, or season finale. Not, it might actually, as good as it's been described, it's probably going to be a one and done season.
They're a miniseries. Yep.
Is going to be him handing a ball signed with the 1927 Yankees to this kid.
That's great.
Yeah. Hopefully you figured out what movie this is based off of.
Space Jam.
Yes. God, I thought with throwing it into baseball, not basketball, was going to throw people off.
No, that was like that was a red flag.
I was going to guess Air Bud, but I'm glad
Yep.
you said
Air Bud
Space Jam.
Air Bud was a great guess too,
Yeah.
Jimmy. You shouldn't feel ashamed of that.
Yeah.
Close.
I mean,
Is it grass lot or is it dirt lot?
no.
Ooh,
It-
hold on.
it
Boulder
actually-
lot. Boulder lot.
It was actually Angels in the outfield.
I
Oh.
got
Oh,
it. I got
JGL?
it. It's
Yeah.
the Mummy. That's where the dirt comes from.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, and the blind
Trim.
man is the mummy until he gets his eyes back.
Yeah. Or it's figurative speech and it's tremors. Because technically the creature is blind.
That's true.
It just goes off a sound.
It goes
much
off of
like-
vibrations.
Vibrations. Just like how blind people. I'm not going to be.
Just not blind
sorry.
people see in real life.
Yeah, we've all seen Daredevil. Come on.
I want to bring something up, and I don't know if it's ever been discussed because, just obviously The Sandlot was the movie I was referencing for the series.
Oh,
I know, shocker. I misled you guys with the Space Jam and Air Bud.
I was way off with Tremors.
yeah, no,
He apparently, Mr. Myrtle,
yeah,
who I believe was played by James Earl Jones.
correct.
Yes.
A black man, played with Babe Ruth.
Uh-huh.
But there were no black players in the league at that time.
Yeah, Jackie Robinson in 47, I think it was, broke the color barrier. The Sandlot takes place in like 62, so the color barrier recently been broken, but he apparently played with Babe Ruth. That's why
So there's a plot loophole. Or
big
plot-
time.
plot
Well,
hole?
and that's
Plot-
why I had him play as a young man before Ruth was a professional.
So what
'Cause
you're saying right
maybe-
now is hashtag boycott Sandlot?
No, it's a great movie. Everybody should watch Sandlot. But that is one part that I don't think they really explain.
I never thought about that.
Yeah,
Well, first of all, Jackie Robinson played in 1947.
that's
Yeah.
what I said.
Okay.
Broke the
Babe
color
Ruth
barrier in
was-
So make
47.
it sure.
Yeah.
Way earlier than that.
And Babe Ruth was playing in the 20s.
But when did Babe Ruth retire?
He played against black teams as early as 1918.
Did he?
Yeah,
Huh. Okay.
including the legendary Satchel Paige, gentlemen.
The plot is
Satchel Paige
sound.
is a good player. Speaking of that, one thing that baseball has done right is recognizing the Negro Leagues and allowing all of their accolades and stats to now be part of the MLB.
Yeah, I mean,
That is great that they finally have acknowledged that. Because, I mean, they've always done a real good job of acknowledging, the Negro Leagues and whatnot and what they've done for baseball. But now they actually are like, oh, nope, their stats and everything are now part of MLB. That's pretty cool.
Great job with that. Terrible job with stripping the Astros of their title.
Terrible. And allowing the Mariners organization to be so goddamn shitty. Fuck.
I was actually talking with a guy at work, and he said, and he came out and he said, I don't like baseball. He goes, it's fun to watch for a little bit. And
can I have his number? Because I think we'd be best friends.
You would actually like this guy at work. But he said, but the one thing that he loves the hell out of baseball for is how entrenched in the history they are with
That's true.
everything.
Sure.
Everything. They're so entrenched with
yeah.
everything has a meaning, everything has a purpose, and everything that they do, they pay homage to everybody who did it before.
Yeah, that's
Very
fair.
historical.
That's fair.
Everything. And even the players now, like their huge contracts or whatever, they say it couldn't have been done without this person who they themselves idolized growing up. And he said, and that's one thing that he's more of a football guy.
Yeah.
He's a 49ers.
Although he really appreciates Le'Veon Bell sitting out a year and really setting the market for running
No,
back.
he's actually he's a 49ers fan, and which I give him a bunch of flack about, but that's just how it is. But he said that that's one thing that the football has gotten away from is how entrenched in the history it used to be. Because if you look at it, football has a really intensely
rich history, yeah.
rich history, just like baseball. Some would say that baseball has more of a rich history.
It's a little bit older
It's
sport.
a little bit older sport, you know. But,
yeah, but it's been boring from day one. So
I beg to differ, good
so,
sir.
but he was talking with a guy at work, and he's like, you guys don't pay everything about football now is what
current.
can the current what can the league do for me now?
That's true.
right.
And then in the few years, then there's no response to the history of what it was and how it got to be.
That's fair.
And he got into an argument with a guy, and he goes, the guy who he got into an argument with was a Seahawks fan, and he goes, you probably can't even name your best Seahawks player. And the guy goes, yeah, I can, Sean Alexander.
Wow.
And the guy goes, and he goes, are you kidding me? He goes, who is Sean Alexander running up against? Oh, Frank Gore. Do you remember when Frank Gore was slashing the Seahawks for 230 yards a
my
game?
God.
And the guy goes, yeah, well, what has Frank Gore done since then? And
Rushed for
Still-
600 for the last 10 years, and he's 87.
Still slashing teams.
Jesus Christ. I would take Frank Gore over Leonard Fournette, LaShawn McCoy, or any of the 5 top running backs. The
Frank
man
Gore
is
is solid.
unstoppable.
Yeah.
Just give him snaps, coach.
I mean, you can't put him as like the greatest ever because some of the greatest evers like have done all of what they've done in a short time.
Right.
You know, your Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders and that.
And you know
But
his
for-
attitude's going to be perfect.
Yeah,
for
but
a
for
team.
running
yeah,
backs who
Frank
have a
Gore- All he wants to
lifespan
do is
of
play.
4
Yeah,
years.
oh yeah. What he has done in the running back position is unheard
He's
of.
played running back for 30 years?
At a high level.
The man's unstoppable.
Yeah.
he's number 3.
Yeah.
He's
And
like the number 3 rusher.
And you look at it, there was probably like in his
In the Hall of Fame before Eli Manning.
there's only like a few seasons where he kind of like didn't really do much, where he just was like, oh, didn't get it going, and then he'd like get released and picked up by like there was only a couple of those seasons.
But
Other
if
than
you look
that,
at
he's
it, that
consistent.
his snaps in those seasons were so low, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if he's given consistent snaps, he rushes for yards.
yeah.
The man
What he
has a
does.
great attitude and keeps running no matter what his body says.
When we first started playing fantasy football, Chapin drafted Frank Gore.
I love Frank
yeah.
Gore.
In every game, he'd be like, all right, Chapin, oh, he's got Frank Gore. Well, I'm losing.
Yeah.
Just because he knew that he was going to rush for 200,
Yeah.
200 yards
Especially
a
if he-
game.
especially if he played against the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I know.
At
I saw him
CenturyLink.
play enough games against the Seahawks. I was like, I'm drafting this guy every year.
Yeah. and but the thing was though is it
Him and
seemed
Steven
like
Jackson. Those guys are like,
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
Steven Jack. But it seemed like he
Hall
only
of
torched
Fame Steven Jackson.
he only torched the Hawks in Seattle. Like he didn't have the games like that in San Francisco against us. But he came up
Candlestick
here.
Park was hard to run in.
He would come up here and he's just like, "Fuck your noise! I don't care. I'm going to run for 300 yards."
Yeah.
I don't need to hear to
Yeah,
run.
no, yeah. Good
It's
luck.
like you.
Stop
I don't
me.
need to see to drive.
It's true. I don't. I do great, except for
didn't
when
talk
I
any
hit
trash at all.
Yeah. Oh no, like such
I didn't stop.
a quality player. Love Frank Gore. My good. Played the game right.
Frank
for so,
Gore.
for so long.
For a guy who's 5'7".
Whoa. How could he see to run at that height?
He's very quick.
Yeah.
But I also told him, his the guy from work, the 49ers fan, his favorite running back is Sayers.
Oh, Gale Sayers. Yeah.
Gale Sayers.
100%.
In
Phenomenal,
insane.
And when-
phenomenal football movie when we were talking off air.
That's a good example, though.
Brian Song, phenomenal football movie.
Oh yeah.
But when he brought up, we were talking when we were when our current facility was shut down.
Yeah.
Last year, and we were up north. I was talking with him, and I go, I've never heard of.
That's a good example of the football thing, though. Like Gale Sayers, huge football player. Not a lot of people probably know.
Yeah,
about
but
Gale
I
Sayers.
know who
Go
Gale
watch
Sayers
his
is.
clips.
Like
The
that
man could
average-
run 100 miles an hour forward,
Oh, I know.
sidestep 17 feet right, and continue at 100 miles an hour forward. The man was insane.
Yeah, I know. And he showed me clips, and I was like, this guy's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
This guy's nuts.
Oh, my
And I
God.
told him, I said, I didn't know about Gale Sayers just because when I was watching, when we're watching football highlights, who do we see? Terrell Owens,
Yeah.
Randy Moss.
Pretty new.
Yeah.
Even
Barry,
then, they're kind of fading
Barry
out.
Sanders. Barry
It's
Sanders.
all like new.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins.
We see Barry Sanders.
Calvin
we see,
Johnson's like the oldest
yeah.
receiver.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, we're seeing all those guys. And we have to do a little bit of digging. We all know who Walter Payton is just
Right.
because of the fucking award that's named after
Yeah.
him. And I said,
That's
but
true.
Gale Sayers was never on that highlight reel with Bo Jackson, Barry Sanders,
Yeah.
and all those other...
Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith.
I would say
He was-
that once a month I watch Gale Sayers highlights on YouTube. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Gale Sayers, boom, let's watch that and just watch him sidestep defenders.
Oh,
Just like,
yeah. No.
I'm running here and
But
the man had just oh my god, he was so fast.
He showed me that, and I was like, I can't get enough of this dude.
Yeah.
Like this guy was. How do we not know about this?
Yeah.
And it just makes me wonder, like, how many more players in the NFL there are like that. Not just the NFL, but players like that in the NFL and
Baseball, soccer,
or
whatever.
in any sport.
Yeah.
That was a phenom, but isn't actually quite known about.
Right.
But it was just
I'm
There's
sure
probably
there's
more football players than
Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of football, players of all sports that do get overlooked. Football, I think, is probably the easiest one to have the shortest memory of, because especially if you're not a quarterback, you're not going to get the esteem. It's so quarterback driven in the NFL. I mean, yeah, you hear about your running backs and you hear about wide receivers, but generally, what do you know about wide receivers? They're whiny little bitches. They're divas. Mm-hmm. That's what you hear more about wide receivers than anything else. You know, and apparently running backs too with Le'Veon Bell. But
Gil Sayers has 3 books, which I'm now interested in reading.
that would be cool.
Find them. Yeah.
Anywho,
What are you talking? Okay.
we swayed very much off topic. Chapin,
Yeah, it's Chapin's turn for
who is your antagonist in a series or movie that was just severely
or
New protagonist,
Yeah.
who used to be an antagonist or whatever it is.
antagonist turned
former
protagonist?
There you go.
An ant turned pro.
Oh, I mean, if that's the way it's going to be for mine, then we'll eliminate my entire thing, and it's just going to be a dog's life about an English Mastiff that then,
Just loves balls.
yeah. There we go. Okay. he specifically baseballs hidden by young kids playing in a sandlot.
Can't get enough of that leather covered ball.
So I didn't realize this movie is as old as it is. But when I was younger, one of my favorite movies was The Brave Little Toaster.
Oh, nice.
Love that movie.
Nice. I was really expecting you to say
I
Wizard of
loved
Oz.
that. No, I mean, that was a good movie too. But The Brave Little Toaster had it on VHS.
Yep.
I probably wore that tape out.
Oh, yeah. Great movie.
Just rewinding, fast forwarding.
Yep.
Playing.
Just as a reminder, it's about appliances. It's an animated movie about appliances in a home.
A very courageous toaster.
The appliances were there for 2,000 days. And they were worried about their owner, Rob, who just disappeared.
Oh,
2,000 days later, they decided...
2,000 days.
2,000 days later...
I can't take
I don't
any
remember
more
this.
heartbreak.
I know. But the house, there's basically a real estate sign that goes up in front of the house. Like, selling the house with the appliances in it.
There you
and
go.
everything.
Chip, would you say that these appliances would be robots?
They're almost like
Like
Beauty and the Beast, like an
sure.
inanimate object that becomes animate.
And
Oh,
they, like,
I feel
break
like
up at
there's
the
a
beginning of the
word
movie.
for that.
There might be.
Yeah.
Oh, verisimilitude is the word that we're
English
looking
is
for
my
there.
19th language. But anyway, so
Hold on. Quickly name 18 other languages. Go.
we don't have time for that. But there's basically a big robotic magnetic crane at the end of the movie. So basically all the appliances run out. They try to look for Rob. They end up in a junkyard, and there's a crane there. This movie/series will be all based on the crane. So the crane is at the junkyard, just doing his job, right? So backstory here: we'll just call him Mr. Crane.
Mr. Crane.
Married to Mrs. Crane.
Of course.
They have a child, Crane Jr. All right, Crane Jr. has.
Is it just a backhoe?
It's a little bobcat.
Oh, Mrs. Crane's the backhoe.
Oh my god.
Well, you can't get pregnant like that.
I can't finish.
Oh, that's how Mr. Crane said.
That's what she said.
Oh, okay.
Children's
Hashtag
movie, guys.
vote Derek back onto the island because that joke was worth all the bullshit at the beginning of the episode.
Hashtag voted back.
Oh, so Mrs. Crane is the backhoe.
Anyways,
So hold on. Mr. Crane fucks Mrs. Crane.
The series starts afterwards. So Crane Jr., the little bobcat, is already alive. Anyways, he has a pretty bad condition to him. Now they're robots, so
Is it eczema?
he's got like basically his battery has some sort of drain in it, so they can't figure it out.
Oh,
so
no.
he's really struggling.
So he's got polio.
Could be sure robotic polio, tractor
Oh,
polio.
would you call that ropolio?
So Mr. Crane just going to his job, right? Goes to the junkyard.
Typical 9 to 5.
Just has his 9 to 5, trying to build up money to buy the surgery for Crane Jr. So he goes there. He's just moving metal around. These little appliances come along, and they break the compactor at his job.
Bastards.
God.
Right? So the compactor breaks. Therefore, he doesn't have anything to, like, he can move stuff, but it doesn't get compacted. He loses his job.
Oh, Mr. Crane's on the soup
Man.
line.
He's just jobless. He has a child that needs a surgery.
And a wife.
Well, luckily his wife's a backhoe, so she can go work the streets.
She needs to take care of Crane Jr. This is a kid's movie.
Hashtag vote Jerk off the island again. Ruin the joke. Double down when it didn't need to be happening.
But I hate movies with bad endings. So what happens is there's a new mall going up. And the crane
go.
there, because it's multi-story, the crane there breaks. And they need somebody to come in
I know a
and
guy.
move something. And luckily,
Man.
all the materials are metal. And
Perfect.
he's the one guy in town that can do it. So they bring him in. He saves up for the surgery, and everyone lives happily ever after.
Especially Mrs. Backhoe. Sorry, Mrs. Crane.
Mrs. Crane.
Mrs. Crane is very happy.
You guys ruined my kids' movie.
Derek, or Chip,
Hey,
great retelling.
If there's
Love it.
anything I know about Backhoe Crane,
Hashtag still voted off. Still voted off. So Donnie, what's your film?
Mine is very similar to a lot of others.
What's your aunt turned pro?
My Aunt Pro.
Pro
My
Aunt.
childhood was dominated by two movies: Karate Kid,
Okay.
and Apollo 13.
whoa,
Wow.
So I'm going to tell the story of
Your-
Apollo 13.
your childhood or your midlife crisis?
My mid 80s.
Okay.
My mid 80s.
Yeah.
Your second coming.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I thought we were literally
Third or fourth coming sometimes.
I thought we were discussing earlier that your childhood was the Flash Gordon serials at the black and white
Yeah,
theater.
but nobody cares about the opposite side of that story. So I'm going to go Apollo 13, telling the story from the spaceship or the space shuttle's perspective. We've got Tom Hanks and the other two people.
Kevin Bacon.
Was it Bacon?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't remember this movie at all. Trying to fix a space shuttle that's actively trying to sabotage the astronauts because we can't have humanity moving off world. That's the moral of the story. These people are trying to colonize / start the colonization of the moon and Mars.
Apollo 11.
What movie?
Apollo 13.
Okay. Why did you say 11?
Because isn't Apollo 11 the horror movie?
No, it's like Apollo 10.
No, that's Aliens.
No, there's
With the
literally
Invisible Man with
there's
Kevin
literally
No, it's Apollo 8, I think.
there's like an Apollo movie where like the Apollo space
Land on the moon. It's also
astronauts-
complete shit.
Oh, I'm sure, but I was hoping that you were going to say that one because then it could be the series could be about the aliens or whatever. I've never actually seen the movie. I just know that
But
there's
the crew is Tom Hanks, Bill Paxton,
Bill Paxton.
yeah.
And
We were
Kevin
just talking
Bacon.
about Bill Paxton and how he
Kevin Bacon.
R.I.P.
Sorry, Donnie. Couldn't
Bill
continue
Paxton.
on with your. I wanted to make sure that you had your Apollos correct, and you did.
Oh, what was it? Apollo
Is Bill
11?
Paxton dead?
Yeah, he died like in 2017.
Yeah.
We
What?
looked that up on the drive
Yeah.
to the Ashley Furniture Store.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. Also,
those-
Powers Booth died
Yeah.
in 2017.
Yeah. I knew. Yeah.
You'd recognize Powers Booth if I showed you a picture.
What is happening right now?
He's like Bill Paxton is dead.
Yeah, no, Bill Paxton died.
Yeah.
It was
It's sad times.
All right, so
Anyway,
Apollo
Two
13.
great actors.
Back to-
Kevin
Apollo 13.
Bacon, Bill Paxton, Tom Cruise. Not Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. What? Tom Cruise? Still in it? Now it's sci-fi.
Tom Hanks.
not sci-fi anymore.
No, not sci-fi anymore. They're in a spacecraft, and
Okay.
there is a problem. But this story told from the spacecraft's point of view, because that spacecraft sentient. It's
Wow.
like a brave little toaster in space. All right, Chapin's raising his hand.
Powers Booth is dead.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
You just Googled Power
Again,
Booth.
2017, 4 years ago.
Going home.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't want to be
Bye.
around people
Hey,
anymore.
who's that?
Sorry.
We'll discuss it
By
after
the-
the show.
by the
You
way-
will recognize Powers Booth. You will
Okay.
that
recognize
was
him.
Okay.
also a well-timed Powers Booth quote from Tombstone.
All right. So
You.
the space shuttle
Back to your sentient space shuttle.
that these people are in realizes that we can't have humanity seeding the universe with humans. They will destroy everything they come across. So it does everything in its power to defeat the humans and destroy them.
Is it voiced by a female? I'm sorry, Dave.
No.
I can't do that.
No, we cannot go that movie.
Can we go with the robotic wheel from Wall-E?
No, I think we have to go Morgan Freeman.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
not against that at all.
Right. Morgan
That's
Freeman is now the
yeah.
voice of the Apollo 13
Yep.
spaceship.
100% good choice.
Okay.
Yep. And he's against Kevin Bacon, Bill Paxton, and Tom Hanks. And they are trying to fix the air leak with Ziploc bags and duct tape and whatnot. And they've got the Earth
Poop.
behind them and trying to do it. And it's Morgan Freeman. I wish I could do his impression. I'd do it now. But
Actually,
I
wait,
can't, so I won't even try.
I feel James Earl Jones would be a better voice over Morgan Freeman, just because I feel James Earl Jones has actually done some movies where he's
I mean, this is
Kind of-
solid, except that James Earl Jones was already in my series.
Yeah, that's the problem. We don't want
Yeah.
a crossover.
Yeah. Because James
It's
Earl
Morgan Freeman.
Jones is Mr. Myrtle. So
Yeah.
He's already got a project working.
Yeah.
What about Chadwick Boseman?
Well, I mean,
I mean, I don't want to break it to you, but this movie's we can't have him doing the voiceover because he's also
not out yet.
passed. sadly.
No.
unfortunately,
I know, but-
he's he exists as much as Daft Punk does now.
Whoa!
Oh no.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Derek, you just ruined my movie pitch.
Oh,
Jimmy, okay, Derek, grab his hands. Hold him.
Did I
hold,
miss something?
Hold him.
holding hands.
Hold him close.
I don't
No,
wanna hold
hold his hand.
I can't.
Hold his hand.
You're
I
Jimmy.
offered, he refused.
Jimmy, you're going to want to hold somebody's hand.
There's only one hand I can hold.
Jimmy,
and
I
that's
want to
Chapin's.
hold your hand.
So we're the Beatles now.
Sorry, back to your sentient space shuttle.
I'm going with Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman is solid.
Morgan Freeman's good.
Thanks.
I just
as the casting director,
And you know what
thank
else
you
is
for
good?
allowing me to do my job.
And there's also a good thing with Morgan Freeman because Morgan Freeman is literally the voice of God. So this sentient spacecraft
Correct.
is also symbolic of God.
Correct.
So
So
I like it. I like it.
we've got 3 white men trying to just
I
explore
was-
the universe.
As a
not
Christian,
trying,
you
not
got me on
I was
board.
not trying to make it a race thing.
Oh, I am.
I literally almost said when you had it was like, oh, 3 white guys and Morgan Freeman's the voice of the spaceship. I was like, maybe we should change the voice to Matthew McConaughey.
Nope.
That way
absolutely
it's not a race thing.
I refuse Matthew McConaughey's voice unless he's live action. Now,
back to your
Yes.
sentient space shuttle.
this space shuttle realizes that if I let these humans get further than maybe they said they were going to go, the universe is over. We cannot let that happen. So it does everything in its power to stop them. And in this show, it's a miniseries, 8-episode miniseries.
So it's like on like Netflix or Hulu or Prime.
We're going to go HBO Max.
All right.
HBO
Cool.
Max
Solid.
with a solid budget. We're actually
Could
going to film it in space.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
the first ever. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. This
question-
is a groundbreaking miniseries.
Question: who's supplying the rockets? Is it going to be Blue Origin or SpaceX?
SpaceX.
New company, Phoenix Down.
Oh, solid.
Yep.
Solid because it's a phoenix rising.
No, because it's Phoenix Down, and no matter what happens, they will always rise above. Jesus, Derek, follow along. Hashtag vote Derek off.
Is that
Jesus.
not literally what I said?
All right. So,
to it.
3 white guys in a spaceship going to the moon.
Okay.
Okay? Secret, they're not actually going to the moon. They're going further to do research. And the spaceship is sentient and realizes that and tries to stop them. They hold them to the moon.
Good.
That's like their double backup. And that's the 8-part miniseries. The spaceship realizing that we can't let humans travel further than this. We have to stop them now.
So that famous line, "Houston, we have a problem,"
Right.
is because that spaceship's like, "Fuck you guys."
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
hits a literal wall just past the moon.
Yeah, the
wall
space
that
wall.
Then they had
the
like
space wall that was built by Congress
The Earth Moon space wall.
to keep us out.
Exactly.
It's
Or in. There it is.
Jimmy gets it. My
Got
goodness.
it.
Man.
Jimmy, I'm going to bring you on as an EP.
Space Force.
Yeah. No,
All
not
up
Space
in
Force.
this
It's a
joint.
different show.
No.
Different
I was
show.
talking about the actual military
And I'm talking about the show.
organization.
Space Force.
Yeah, Space
Space
Force
Force.
is going to show up and save them or be against them.
I mean, no, the movie ends the way it is.
The moon.
But the
has its
Apollo
own
13
Space
mission
Force.
was a secret mission to Venus.
Oh, Venus.
But the ship stopped them at the moon.
Because they're going to ruin Venus.
They're going to ruin the solar system. You got to stop them. Keep them within their own little bubble and don't let them expand. Otherwise, humans will destroy everything.
Keep the pollution to one
I agree.
planet.
Should do that.
Thank you, Jimmy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was an environmental hit piece against Tom Hanks.
I think that's why the moon,
Allegedly.
the moon people would definitely build a wall.
The
Yeah.
Moon Men. The Moon Men.
People, they're gender neutral.
They're all men. There are no moon women.
Because we all know that the moon is made of cheese.
It's
and
true.
women love cheese.
And there's a face on the moon, so
women are also seduced by cheese.
is that how it is?
Is that how you got married?
Wow.
Yeah. Somebody posted that on Facebook. That's how you entice a woman to love you is you give her a piece of cheese.
I see.
It's in like a book from the 40s. It's like, how do you get a woman to love you? Give him a piece of cheese.
See,
And someone's
Hallmark-
like, see?
Hallmark tells
See?
me it'd be flowers and chocolates.
This guy gets
and
it.
Maybe diamonds.
This guy gets it.
I mean, diamonds are forever, so.
It's true.
This is from a fan of the show.
Okay.
Oh, we have fans?
I'm in
I
charge
thought we were just doing this for the fun.
I'm in charge of the Gmail, so every once in a while I get fan questions.
Oh, nice.
And when it's my topic, I will read one of them.
Awesome. I like it.
So this is titled, Dear Idiots.
Fair enough.
If you were to have children,
Ugh.
name a quality/trait that your child would inherit from you and your spouse, good and bad.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go first.
Yeah, I was going to say, mine's pretty easy. I don't have a spouse, so I can just make one up for
Okay,
that.
figure-
But
Go ahead. Go ahead, Derek.
I would hope for me it would be my intelligence and then their attractiveness.
I mean,
Who's your
that's
spouse?
solid.
Yeah. What?
Who's your spouse?
I don't have a spouse. So
Elle
just future
McPherson.
spouse.
Danica Patrick.
Oh, Jack Patrick. Yeah, bow-legged and smart.
Oh. Like the good old toast.
NASCAR drivers, am I right?
Oh.
I have an uncle that always toasts the bow-legged women.
Derek would definitely marry an ex-spouse of Aaron Rodgers.
I would not. Outside of possibly to get better dirt than Aaron Rodgers has on everybody else in the NFL, so
Yeah.
that I could blackmail the shit out of him.
Hashtag fuck Aaron Rodgers.
Yes. No, I don't know. Emma Stone.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, and the positive trait would be intelligence, and the negative from you?
Well, it would have my bloodline, so I guess that's a negative in itself, right?
Yep, nailed it.
Oh.
Nailed it.
It would be an all-time.
So it'd be a smart blind guy.
Block that
Got
out.
him. I've read everything that's written in Braille.
Hey, somebody's got to.
Donnie?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Okay, the negative would be my...
Speech impediment?
Sure. So I got two negatives then. Speech impediments and anger. And smarts for my spouse would smarts.
Oh,
We'll
and
go
don't forget
smarts.
about your addictive personality.
Yeah, okay, so three negatives. We got anger, speech impediment, and addictive
But I
personality.
thought we only wanted the positives. I mean, the negatives are a given.
No, you have to go both.
Oh,
Idiot.
Negatives and
As our
positives?
listener wrote it.
Hey, idiots.
You idiots. Dear idiots, name your positive and negative traits they would get.
Oh, okay.
Derek?
I didn't hear the negative.
That's
part.
what we said. Ugly and not willing to do anything. And smart, like Emma Stone.
Yeah, so not much positive coming from me. It'd all be the spouse.
I got really mean there, and I apologize
So my
to the audience.
no,
but not
my
Derek.
childhood, like no, my child,
Yeah, your
any of my-
childhood.
any of my future children. I
What
can't
about
even
your
talk.
past children?
I don't care about them. They're out of my life now. I don't care.
The statute
Not
of
my
limitations is
yeah,
over.
Not my problem.
They're 18. There's no child
I never
support.
signed that paperwork saying I was the father, and I was never on Maury. Maury.
It's definitely Maury. And also, you don't have to sign anything to owe child support. You can
Yes.
owe child support and not have ever signed anything.
Well, DNA tests.
No, that doesn't matter either.
Oh, I would make it matter.
Okay, well, this is a different topic. So my addiction issues, my anger issues, everything else, and then let's the smarts for my lady.
From the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're kind of like me. Just everything positive is coming from the
So
significant
basically,
other.
me again.
Well, if they're saying if you are going to go down that path, you got to throw in the ugly part too, because that's definitely the negative.
Damn it! That's
Gotcha.
4 negatives and 1 positive. Damn it!
And if it's a guy, the inability to grow a beard. Ayo.
So I get, what I'm gathering is that I just need to go to a sperm bank and have
And get the sperm and eat it.
no.
Oh.
It's going to be an artificial insemination. I will be.
Derek's going to birth
Thought you're
something.
going a different direction there.
It's
I'm gonna
not-
go to that sperm bank and I'm gonna eat their entire
Yeah.
stock.
It's not going to be a biological kid. I'm just going to be the father.
My name is
And
Derek, and my other name is also now Xenomorph XXAB2.
So hold on, you're gonna be the father. You're gonna take the sperm and you're gonna have sperm meat and double father a child.
No.
meat?
My sperm.
Sperm meat.
My sperm will not be a part of it at all. Yeah, if I
Ju-
want
just
if I
your
want-
ovaries.
If I want
Commandeer
successful
somebody's sperm.
children, it's got to be all the bloodline from the spouse.
Can we
So
get
I'm gonna
off
go-
the topic of Derek's sperm? Like, please.
So hold on, we take Derek's sperm and Chapin's ovaries and we make a child. It's got hair, it's
Be
got
beautiful.
looks.
Oh, it's gonna be a great child.
Oh my god.
Gonna be athletic,
Top tier
intelligent.
lacrosse player.
The inability to do anything mechanical. Boom,
gonna have-
roasted.
Oh!
got both of you.
Hold on, sorry, you don't need mechanical abilities to get through life. I mean,
Has
look
there-
at Chapin and I.
Chapin, what about you, your future child?
Oh, it's easy. So my future child would be.
Is this with your current wife or?
Yep.
Okay.
Current wife. Would be a great critical thinker,
Ooh.
patient,
Ooh. Good.
negative, would like sweet potatoes. The worst trait a human could have.
I mean, outside of possibly being vegan, yes.
I mean, a vegan would love sweet potatoes.
Oh God, what would you do if your child was like a holistic vegan?
Crystal loving.
Oh my God.
I would love it. They're my kids. so
Astrology
I
loving.
I think
like,
that
nonsense.
I might
really.
I might have to disown them at that point. Like, oh, I got tarot cards and
Hold on.
crystals. I'll be like,
Derek,
nope, I'm done.
Let's go down this path for Jimmy.
Acupuncture and
We've got a child. Your firstborn,
Yeah.
little Jim.
Okay.
At 8 years old, he says, "Daddy, I found this quartz in the backyard.
Papa.
Papa, I have this quartz in the backyard. Now, what I've done with this quartz is I've put it in the southeast corner of my bedroom for a fortnight, and now it's increased in power.
Jimmy already looks disappointed.
It's over 9,000.
And so what I've done is I've taken it and I've rubbed it on all the sports balls in the house and increased their viability in our lives. So now I can eat only sweet potatoes and asparagus, and I can be the strongest person alive. What would you do?
I wouldn't give a shit. I'd back him.
Oh, I knew say you never lie.
I'd back him. Amy and I have actually we've actually had this conversation. Like, what if the kid turns out to be? What if it's vegan? What if the kids gay? I don't give a shit. It's gonna do. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. They're gonna grow up in the age where they're gonna be. You know, we kind of grew up, based off of a role model of where
Masculinity,
masculinity was the thing. You know, and if you were gay, you know, it was.
a little bit of a negative.
It was a little.
Yeah.
It was a back when we were growing up.
It was a stigma.
It was a stigma
In
It
the
was-
times.
It was
Yeah.
a negative, and in looking back at it, it's a shitty thing to even fucking go down that path.
Absolutely.
You know, and so like it nowadays, like it's wholly embraced. You know, and
As it should be. Yep.
as it should be. It's embraced. It's not frowned upon. It's not. You know, it's not there. You know, I hesitate to say that it's not bullied because bullying is never really going to go away.
it will never go away.
But we've talked about it. You know, like what if our future spawn comes
Yeah.
out and is vegan? That's fine. I don't give a shit. I don't care. What if they're gay? That's fine. As long as our kid is happy and they're doing their own, they're carving their own path down the windy road of life.
Thankfully,
then
you have
it's-
3 best friends
Yeah.
who can all guide them. Chapin can guide them on patience. I can guide them in sports.
On addiction.
Misogyny.
And also not to do addiction, because that's really why you keep me around. I'll train all your kids to, like, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me show you the path that you shouldn't travel. Let me tell you those horror stories.
Have
and
you ever
Derek,
sucked dick for crack? Because let me tell you some horror stories.
listen, I've sucked your dad's dick, and it's not worth it, crack or not.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we try not to get
Yeah.
a little real on this, but yeah, we've
I mean, that's solid. I agree.
we've talked about it. As long as we are doing what parents are supposed to do, and that's to support your child through no matter what, even if like the drug addictions or whatever, you see it all the times in all the stories, the people who have the huge drug addictions, who are the people that are always in their corner, their parents, no matter how many times the parents get burnt. As long as we're being the supportive parents, that will just say, hey, we got your back. You do you, and we're gonna back you.
You're a better parent than I.
I will grandstand Jimmy real quick, and I will say that judging based on his life with just his friends, if his kids have a little bit of issues, I imagine him being a fantastic father. Because just his friends that he's given so much leeway to, fuck it. I will support his parenting 100%.
Thank you, Donnie.
Like I said,
I mean, you deserve it. Chapin's gonna be a shit dad, but you.
No, I'm very. As long as you don't like sweet potatoes, you're fine. With me.
I say everyone's got a line.
Yep.
I
I don't
think
care what you do. Murder
You're gonna
13
say-
children?
You're gonna say, listen up here, Chappie Jr. There's one rule in this house: no fucking sweet potatoes.
regardless of what your mother says.
Everything else,
NFSP? Oh, that's a tattoo.
everything else is fine, but you bring a fucking sweet potato in this house, and you're on the
swear to
goddamn
God.
street.
Don't fucking trick me with some yam bullshit because it's the same thing.
And that's why I think Jimmy will be a better dad than Chapin, because sweet potatoes, that's fine.
Ugh.
Just get over it.
But if
Potatoes
we're-
are good. Real potatoes.
Real potatoes.
Not fake
That's
potatoes.
all you need.
They're straight garbage.
Real potatoes.
They're starch, and there's no nutritional value in a potato.
oh, potatoes are so
You gotta-
good though. Had a baked
What are you
potato last
talking-
night.
No one
Smothered in
cares.
sour
No one
cream,
cares. And
cheese.
you went to bed alone, didn't you?
No, actually, I didn't last night. But
I know, that was a joke there. God damn it.
we don't need to get into that.
Hold on.
Definitely not.
I only said that to save myself from being an asshole.
Yeah.
Because I know that wasn't the case. That was the reason for it.
Potatoes, 100%.
I don't like that you laughed this hard at my super mean jokes.
Oh, you had a potato. That's why you went to bed alone. Oh my god, that's the meanest insult.
I mean, how is that even me?
You had a potato, and that's why you went to bed without a loved one. You stupid fuck.
Whoa! Whoa! I'll admit to the first part, but not that second
How
part.
dare you eat
That
a
second part was
potato?
implied, and you know it.
All right, fair enough.
We're doing really good at getting off topic, but if we're gonna
That's what we
finish
do.
it,
That's-
yeah,
that's
so
our-
it's
that's-
fantastic.
That should be our podcast name.
Yeah, getting off topic.
Top
Getting
shelf,
off
off
topic.
topic.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna go off the traits that between my wife and
Yeah.
I think the negative. I need to think the negative is going to come from me.
The lack of hair.
Hold on. Can we hold on?
Oh,
Let
you're-
us guess the negatives.
Your
You guys wanna
daughter.
guess? All right.
I already feel bad for your daughter. She is going to be a beautiful woman, but have to wear wigs all the time.
Yeah,
Or
it's-
just way too much body
She's
hair.
gonna be a 4'7", hairy from the neck down,
With no hair on her.
ginger, bald,
Oh, and she could grow a
and
phenomenal
she's gonna be
red beard.
but she's gonna be shit at soccer,
She's
which
gonna
is
have a
Jimmy's favorite
sweet,
sport.
sweet mustache.
Is that going to be your line if they can't play soccer?
Oh, she's gonna love like
if they're
basketball.
if they're like me when I'm wide open and I kick the ball and it goes 3 feet to the left
Yep.
instead of into the net, and they're like, "Oh, can't be my kid. Fuck you."
See, I think the negative is going to come from my wife's side, and that's where the child is going to eat any weird combination of food.
That's not a negative. That just shows versatility.
That's
I mean, it's
Ingenuity.
it's. I wouldn't call that a negative. It's definitely odd, but the creativity's there. I mean, it's saving money because
I'm-
you can open the fridge and the cupboard and be like, make something out of this. I'm
a
not going to the
stick-
store.
I'm a stick in the mud, so it's weird to me.
So hold on. So what's the positive from your side of the marriage?
No, there's no positive from me.
So just straight negative.
It's a the negative is from Amy, and the positive is also from Amy.
Oh, what's the positive?
That they move the mic on each other. Confuse the fuck out
On
of
each
me.
other, he did it to me. I said my mic. I was like, why is my mic moving?
Move the chair and like the look on his face, like what the fuck? Why is the mic
At first, I thought it was starting to fall, and I was gonna go to grab it. And I was like, "What's happening?" All of a sudden, it was like up here.
Sorry.
Shipper, you don't have to apologize. We've been talking about bullshit for the last 20 minutes. You laughing is not a problem. That's a positive for your kid.
That was good. Oh man!
Just the look on his face.
Well, I was just warned by Jimmy for touching the mic. I was like, "I'm not doing anything."
I think the negative is going to be the food combination.
Okay.
And I think the positive is going to be
Her height?
the ability. Yeah, the ability to climb on.
gingerness?
Yeah, the climb on everything. The gingerness. The uniqueness.
Oh, that's a very nice and loving way to put it. Oh, her unique qualities.
I think that it's going to be the cleanliness and the feistiness, and I think
Wow.
in the ability to have everybody love you. That's all going to come from my wife. The negative is going to become the negative. If the child's sloppy, it came from me. If a child's dirty, it's from me.
Child's bald, it came from you.
Bald
Bad
came
at
from me.
sex, it came from you.
Bad sex came from me.
That small dick, Jimmy.
Oh,
child's-
when his daughter's born and has a small penis, that's Jimmy. We know that.
If the child's bad at sports, it's from my wife.
No, whoa.
Whoa.
If it's good at soccer, it's from you. If it's bad at any other sport, it's also from you. If I can beat your child at basketball, we know it's your child.
This is the guy like, oh, you're not good at golf. Wham, 250. Right off
I've
the
never
bat.
said you're bad at golf.
Not you.
That was Nick.
That's a stab at them.
Yeah, fuck
Take
you,
that.
Nick.
Take that, our
That's you're
Vancouver
bad
friends.
at every other sports.
Take that, our
not golf.
Vancouver friends.
Oh.
Take that. Should we bring it home?
Oh, we're waiting for me? Yeah, let's bring it home. You know what?
Yeah.
Hold on. I've decided.
Hey, have we finished ridiculing me tonight?
Oh, Derek, hold on. I've got 3 more roasts that I really want to broadcast.
Can't wait to hear these.
But I can wait for your episode.
Or you
Oh,
can put
okay,
them up on
good.
Twitter.
I mean, I can put them up on Twitter. That's also an option.
Speaking of social media,
Ah.
if you have a way that you want to contact us about having us discuss one of your topics, queries, discussions, Donnie,
Yeah.
what are some ways that they could get a hold of us for them to for our listeners to contact us?
I think we're covered on most social media platforms, but the big ones are Facebook,
Okay.
Gmail. We are topshelfbanterpod@gmail.com. We got a subreddit at reddit.com/r/topshelfbanter. And you can meet us on there. Facebook's, MySpace's. We have a Spotify playlist with a couple of our favorite songs that you can really listen to when you're just doing whatever you want to do.
Really down, yeah.
Yeah. And then I think our big one is YouTube, where you can hear 2 to 5 minute clips of some of our highlights that don't make the episodes, but are still quite good. Yeah.
There's a couple on there on YouTube that are our earlier episodes
Yeah.
that when we were recording on 2
practice
mics.
run.
I mean,
Practice runs.
on whatever platform, just give us a like,
What
a
about,
subscribe.
What about Twitter? Are we on Twitter?
Oh, Twitter. We're definitely on Twitter at Top Shelf Banter Pod
Nice.
on Twitter. And yeah, it's basically right now it's just a reminder to listen to episodes, but
With some really witty comments thrown in there.
sometimes
Witty comments thrown on there.
sometimes.
Yeah.
And as always, I know I'm going to speak on behalf of all you guys, but I'm sure you guys could all chime in on it if you wanted to. We'd all like to thank our friend Jordan Mosley.
Who?
Thank you.
Jordan Mosley, you may have seen him from a car commercial and a upcoming movie. He's also on Spotify, an amazing artist, a fantastic father, and an amazing human being.
And he made our intro song.
He made our
to
intro
clarify.
song.
That's why we're thanking him. Yeah.
He made our intro and our
I thought
outro song.
thought we were thanking him just because he's a wonderful human being.
I just wanted to thank him because he's a gorgeous human being. And you? That's Donnie.
That's Chapin.
That's Derek.
That's Chapin.
That's Donnie.
Oh, that's Derek.
That's Jimmy.
We hope you have enjoyed the frustration behind our opinions on these topics. Thank you for listening to Top Shelf Banter, and we done.
Top shelf banter. Well, I'm more right than wrong.